I was expecting, Miss Hayden, Coach Hayden, but I don't know if she's gonna make it or not, so. Anyway, maybe she'll walk in just a minute, but we'll go ahead and get going, so you ladies can get on about your evening, since it's nice today. So first thing is just review our minutes from our last meeting. If y'all just take a couple of minutes and see if there's anything that needs to be corrected or changed. And if not, if there's anyone that would make a motion to approve those.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, thank you. There's second? Second. Any opposition? All those in favor?
It was a really good meeting.
Good, good. I'm glad
Yeah.
you enjoyed it. They had done a really great job
Miss
of
Cunningham.
working on the
That was
promoting
great.
the teen dating violence and how they incorporated it, so, yeah.
I was hoping she was gonna be here. This month is sexual assault awareness month. And I was wondering if she was doing anything, but I'll just catch up with her and knock it up.
Yeah. I think she was planning on it, something came up late at the last minute, cause she
Okay.
emailed me not too long ago that, oh, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it. And she had originally, RSVP for it,
Yeah.
so I bet something just came up. All right, so part of some of the requirements that we need to do, and in the packet is a blank copy, but then there's also what's been filled out. So our food service director, Shelley, as well as a nurse, Melissa Grant, filled it out, and then Ms. Hayden was gonna bring the PE portion of it. But we're gonna look at the wellness policy assessment first, and I'll let Shelley talk a little bit about this just real quickly, because this goes along with her department when we get a school cafeteria audit, it's required.
They do check it and they want to make sure it's readily available, and so we do have it on the website, this form, and then we also have some of the policies that are required are on there also. Basically, it's just, like on my parts, it's just what we do and what we try to incorporate, and we're pretty much yes on everything. We don't do the farm to school because we're not where you can have a garden and get enough garden stuff for our school. And we also, the only other things we don't do is we don't provide the teachers with sample rewards other than food or beverages. We don't have that. Yeah. And we do prohibit the use of food or beverages as a reward. Just as you can't take from them, you can't give to them. And then the only other thing is the hand washing facilities, and that's pretty much what the teacher has to okay before they get into the cafeteria. So that's the only thing that I did not mark yes on. The rest of it we all do. And we do have, I know last year they didn't mark the annual training to all staff. We do annual training to our staff in nutrition. We have it at the beginning of the year, and we have a civil policy that you can't discriminate and all that. And then we have several guidelines that we go over. And then they usually all go to a class at Region 16 that they attend for their training. They have to have so many hours per year. Cafeteria staff does. And we also, I'm proud to say, the certified food handlers, all 4 of us went and took our test, and it was the hardest test I've ever taken, and all 4 of us passed it.
Good.
I made it 90, and I don't know how. I just thank the Lord and go on.
Congratulations. Yes.
But they all did very good, and we spent many hours studying for that, so I was very proud of them. So we're all good for 5 more years, and I'm not taking to get the 5 more years.
Well, maybe we can change, we can talk about it.
You can give me the notes in real big letters. But anyway, but I was very, very proud of them.
Yes.
Because it was they tried to, you'd have 2 answers that you knew were wrong. Then you'd have 2, we studied basically the rules. That's what we studied like on the pre-test, I missed one. I was like, yeah, I got this, you know, and they all missed one or two. And then whenever we got the test, it was actual more, a lot was situationals. Well, and you have two possible answers, but you have to figure out of those two which one they really want. And so it's a really tricky, I really have, I probably shouldn't say that, but found out that several that probably pass that may do it online and don't necessarily do it with the proctors like they're supposed to get their certificate. Because, all food service places have to have it, but it is, just from as long as I've been in, this much waiting out the year, and that was definitely the hardest time ever, and I was like, I don't know how the others are quite doing it without, because you close your books up, you put them over there, you have a lady, and you have 2 hours to take a test, and it's 90 questions.
That's
So,
a long test.
yeah, it's a long test, and we took it we didn't start till 5 o'clock that afternoon,
Oh.
because we had class that day, so
Oh,
it was
gosh.
hard, but anyway, I'm glad it's over.
Yes.
But other than that, as far as that sheet, that's pretty much all that we took care of. I don't know, the other part handles the PE and the,
Yes, Carol was gonna bring the PE part from
And the
you
nurse
that you
stuff.
could fill out.
She had
So
answer.
my deal was I was gonna take their 3 documents, if y'all are okay with them, combine them into one. We'll get them posted on the website, readily available, and then, if she ever has an audit, they're there. So are there any questions, any additional questions or comments about the wellness policy and what you see marked yes or no?
and the one that we did last year is on there right now, so we'll just update it.
All right, so I'll just combine the 3 into one, and then Daisy will get it uploaded for us. So the next document is for TEA, the School Health Survey. And Melissa Grant has filled this out. This is more related to PE and the nursing component, not even the food service. So I don't have Carol's survey with us, but I do have Melissa. I think everyone has a copy of that. You can look through there. I know there was one question she wasn't for sure about when I had originally been emailing her back and forth. Which it looks like it's maybe as number 12, and I can answer that as a no. It is not required for graduation. And I'll give y'all a couple of minutes to look through there, see if you have any questions. And this will be submitted to TEA, I think in the next couple of weeks.
You just said 12, number 12 is no?
Yes, ma'am, yes,
Okay.
ma'am. It is not required for graduation.
Oh, okay.
Correct, Mr. Brown?
Right.
The second one on 14 is us, and we do that.
Okay.
And, well, second and we don't do the farm to service, but we do the fruit and vegetable stack.
Okay. So the 3 that you had marked were, you agree with?
Mine isn't showing.
I ran marked.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
this-
You gotta
this
grab
one
one
was-
of the other ones.
Okay,
The other one
Sorry.
was smart.
you're fine.
Which one?
This
Yes,
one.
that one's complete.
Oh.
That's probably,
So you have a blank copy in the packet,
Yes.
and then you've got it completed from the 2 that were submitted.
Do they not have physical activity every day on numbers 2 and 3?
2 and
I mean,
3.
the kids go to have PE every single day, right? So those questions are kind of confusing, the answers in a way, maybe?
So they have PE, I believe, every day.
yes.
says for some grade levels, that's why I didn't understand. I don't know, I think that's really confusing wording on those answers.
Mhm.
And then the second one, junior high, they go to athletics or PE every day.
I
Up
think if they're,
until 8th grade, I think they
Yeah.
can decide.
yeah,
Right,
eighth
well, and
grade
it
is
says, and it
something
says
we're not.
for 4 semesters, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think those are kind of confusing answers.
Mhm.
I give y'all enough time to read through there. Everything look okay? Y'all are good with that before we submit to EA? Alright, we're just rolling right along. That brings us to agenda item number 5, is consideration of members for the 24 through 26 school year. So in your agenda packet, towards the back, you're gonna have a list of current SHAC members, and just starting, so I'm not really for sure how long at all, who the terms are, how long y'all have been on here. So the bylaws that we approved at the beginning of the year on the, back of the second page, it says, talks about who all's made up of the SHAC members, and at the top of the third page, it is saying that to be eligible to serve on a council, back up, where was it?
Terms of appointment.
Terms of appointment, right there at the top, thank you. Terms will be staggered to maintain continuity on the SHAC. Parents, community members, students, district staff will serve a 2-year appointment. Members may serve 2 consecutive terms. So I guess I need to know, has anyone been on, is this their 4th year? On-
Plus, way too many.
Yeah,
I've
we've been
had
there a
like
long
8
time.
years or something.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard this, have you?
I think I brought Sydney in a carrier, like,
That's
Oh
not
my
a
long
good
time.
one.
That is a long
wow.
time.
so I should probably, you should probably find somebody younger to be honest.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I don't wanna be in violation, but.
So we had brought, these were adopted or approved like at our very first SHAC meeting. We went through these because there wasn't anything prior to this. So the best practice policy is to have some sort of a bylaws, just
Right.
for that reason, so someone doesn't get stuck on and
Mhm.
Oh, I don't
for
know
years
that
and
it's
there's not
stuck,
any
but-
change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably need to change.
right.
So,
I bet Wendy's been on it a while too, hadn't you, Becky?
Lynn,
Wendy Castano, I feel like it's been several years for her as well, potentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, can you guys just tell us who do you think has been on for 4 years or more?
Me,
Yeah.
Amber,
And
Wendy, maybe.
Becky, Amber, and. Do we have a list of names?
Lorinda, has she
Where
been
your
on it?
email was spelled wrong.
Oh, yeah, my email's.
Oh,
But,
but you're getting the email.
it's hard because there's
I
not
am,
anyone
but
else
it's
from
not-
food services that could really be on this committee.
well, it says
Yeah.
on down there that we're not,
Exempt
we don't
from
have.
They're
that.
in depth.
Okay, good, okay, I was gonna say, that'd be really
The
hard,
nurse, the health,
Yeah.
and the food service.
so.
I wanted to say me.
We might be the longest ones, but.
Yeah. Dawn Mann was a long one, but she moved.
So 2, maybe Wendy.
Maybe Wendy.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is it appropriate to ask, like, open this up for a discussion of possible people to reach
Yeah.
out to?
because we do need to case anybody who's beyond,
Community and parents to replace.
who has, and also see if everybody who's done 2 years is willing to do 2 more.
I'll do two.
Okay,
I've been on to, this is my second year,
okay.
so
DM.
if you don't wanna kick me out.
So, and then, I guess if you guys have some ideas of people we could reach out to and see if they'd
We
be
have to
willing
do
to
this every
serve.
year, think of,
Yeah, I mean, trying to think of somebody that has kids across multiple campuses is always
Yeah.
nice.
Cause I'm like a grandma with no
Names.
kids.
but she works.
It doesn't help much, because we have the same kids, but my husband's offered to be on.
Okay.
We need to-
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have a male perspective as well, too. on the
Yes.
things. Yeah, absolutely.
Rafael Gonzalez, he's the
I mean,
interim
we're trying to
chief.
bring in some of the Hispanic
I don't know if
community
you
as
guys
well.
need anything law enforcement on here,
So-
but.
Uh-huh. Hispanic community like we were talking about.
One of the Hernandez ladies, Gus Hernandez, that whole group, they have a lot of kids and a lot of, doesn't she work for this school? Hernandez, what was her first name? Chris,
She works at Victory, I think.
does she work at
Crystal.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, well, they
But
have kids.
she
in
might
the
do it, yeah.
school. What is her first name?
Crystal?
Crystal.
Mhm.
Hernandez, maybe. They're pretty involved in the community as well, and have kids, all groups, ages, and represent the Hispanic community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Cakes, Jenny talked about, school board. Is it school board? No, city council.
City council
And
this
there,
morning.
there's 2
Mhm.
Mexican ladies that would like to do that.
That's,
Gosh, I
Sophie
don't know.
Garcia and I can't remember the other one's name.
Well, if you can think of people, if you talk to people out in the community and you think they'd be good, email us the name. We'll put our brains to it and see as well, see if we can.
Do you want me to write down his email and we'll just go ahead and put him in? We can be well told.
I think like Halston, Corson, but her kids
Oh.
are little still, they're
Yeah.
not school age yet.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard for her, potentially. I think of somebody with younger
Who are
kids.
some Hispanic?
We can think about it.
We have some at church.
Do you spell his first name? I don't know. I didn't.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Do you know where all the minutes are?
Rafael.
They're online.
Awesome.
Rosemary's.
Oh, that's good.
But she works in Jackson.
Better than what he
Yeah.
usually
I'd like to
does.
see if we can build a little chart of
Uh-huh.
when people come on the board,
Melissa
when
Houston, she would be,
they're trying
she's
to
got
do
that
that.
pretty nice.
We were kind of looking before we came in here, and some meetings have it listed in the minutes who was there, and then some of them don't, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a good starting spot for sure.
Delma Rango works for me, and she's got one in junior high and one about to graduate, but that's, she only has that one that's gonna be in school after next year. And
I mean, they don't have to be in school,
Yeah.
but
Myra?
it's just the perspective.
I don't know that Myra would. She works evenings too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We need to give some.
Send her
What's they
some.
say?
I don't know if a lot of people with younger kids at this point.
Mhm.
Off the top of your head, like.
Oh, man, we got this.
I'll have Ralph ask his guys too. Richard Chalice has one that's younger and one that's in junior high. Might be a good one to put on too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get us the
Like
names.
Fish Run just said, y'all just, I know we kind of threw this on you, so if
Yeah.
you think of somebody, has my email, phone number, holler up here. Go, oh, you mind,
Mhm.
reach out to so-and-so. Okay.
Can y'all think of anyone?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
we're kind of new in the community, so we don't know as
Yeah.
many people, but I mean, we haven't asked around the office too, to
Yeah.
see, who would be good, or some of my principals,
yeah.
to see who would be good. But we can plan on doing that. And then we can, maybe at the next meeting, bring a slate of names to you guys for
This is
election.
actually our fourth meeting.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
last.
This is the last
This
one?
is the last meeting for the year.
Okay, well, maybe by email, we can send you guys
Is
a
there a
list.
voting, or is it just you agree to do it?
The board actually approves, we'll take the names
Oh,
to the
that's
board.
great. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's
in the
right.
fall.
Yeah.
Who knows? Friday this month.
Jordan, maybe, Jordan. hell
And
of
you're,
it,
and you're okay
yes.
sliding off?
I don't have to be a lifer.
Oh, you were
I
close.
got kicked off the library board too. It's been a
Been on
few
there too
years.
long.
What are you gonna do with all your time?
It's gonna be home eating bonbons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
I love the library board, that is a good one. If
Oh.
y'all are ever looking for a board to be on.
Post office is good one too.
I mean, there is the crisis center board.
Yeah.
What's your term limits, cause I like long ones. They're 2 years.
Oh, gosh.
That's all that we have on the agenda for this evening, so does anybody want to officially call this meeting over for our last 23-24 SHAC meeting? Hard to believe I'm saying that.
Uh-huh.
I'll make a motion to
Okay,
adjourn.
thank you, Samantha. Sarah usually does it for us,
No.
but she's
I
not
know,
here.
I had to step in.
I know.
I'll second.
Thank you, thank you. All right. Well, thank you all very much